Lydia Moore, a 61-year-old widow, was living in Los Angeles, trying to survive after the death of her husband Daniel. He had been a high school history teacher, a calm and principled man who had spent his life teaching others about justice and truth. After his passing, life became difficult. The house they once built together in East Los Angeles felt empty. Bills kept coming, silence kept growing, and grief became her only companion. To survive, Lydia took a night shift job at a legal records archive in downtown Los Angeles. Every night she worked late, returning home after midnight. To avoid walking alone or taking unsafe public transport, she started using a rideshare driver named Aaron Miller. Aaron was quiet, disciplined, and observant. He drove a dark sedan and usually waited outside her workplace near Sunset Brew Cafe or sometimes parked near Metropoint Parking Plaza. He never asked unnecessary questions, but he noticed everything. Over time, Lydia began offering him small kindnesses, hot tea from her thermos, sometimes from places like Canyon Leaf Coffee Bar or Blue Harbor Cafe. It became a quiet routine between two lonely people. But unknown to her, something darker was unfolding. A man named Victor Hale, involved in financial fraud tied to settlement records, had been quietly tracking patterns from Lydia's workplace near Westwood Legal Records Center. He believed she might uncover his illegal activities. He started appearing near her street, sometimes outside Elm Street Market, sometimes near her block under flickering lights. Slowly, her routine had become his map. But in Islamic moral understanding, no oppression remains hidden forever. Even if people do not see it, Allah is al-Adl, the most just, and nothing escapes accountability. One rainy night, everything changed. Aaron noticed patterns others ignored. A suspicious car near Cedar Ridge Avenue, a man standing too often near her home, and conversations he overheard from passengers that connected Lydia's workplace to stolen files. That night, instead of turning onto her street, Aaron kept driving. "Please stay calm," he said. "Something is not right." He took her to a safer location near Wilshire Transit Plaza, where he revealed what he had learned. Lydia discovered the truth: Victor Hale was not just watching her. He was preparing to intimidate her and access her home to destroy evidence linked to his crimes. The police were called immediately. Within hours, investigators from Los Angeles County Fraud Division uncovered hundreds of manipulated legal records, stolen settlements, and surveillance notes about Lydia's house near Maplewood Residential Block. Victor Hale was arrested before he could reach her. Islamic moral lesson. From an Islamic perspective, this story carries deep meaning. Injustice may delay, but it never disappears. Allah sees what is hidden, even when people do not. Small acts of kindness can become means of protection and safety. Awareness and responsibility are part of moral duty. Allah reminds us that every action is recorded, and no one escapes the consequences of their intentions. Advice. Never ignore repeated warning signs in life. Do not underestimate small patterns of danger. Kindness is not weakness, it is a form of humanity that can change outcomes. Trust in Allah, but also take practical steps to protect yourself and others. Questions for reflection. How often do we ignore signs that something is wrong? Would we have had the awareness to notice what Aaron noticed? Do we think evil always comes loudly, or does it slowly enter through routine? Are we responsible enough to act when something feels wrong? Conclusion. In the end, Lydia was not saved by luck alone, but by awareness, responsibility, and timely action. And in Islamic moral understanding, those who protect others from harm are part of a greater justice that Allah rewards. Evil plans in silence, but justice never sleeps.